Hi, everyone. My name is Hadija Query, and I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager for Customer Service here at PagerDuty. I'm joined today by my colleague Justin Shea, our Global Sales Support Specialist, also for Customer Service. Thank you for joining our session, Putting Customers at the Center of Incident Response. We'll talk about the importance of using customers as a key signal, and how we can use PagerDuty for customer service to help your teams. So these are the three things that we want for you to take away from our session today. Customer service and DevOps team need to be connected in every business. That connection is extremely important as we see customers as a key signal in incident response. This leads to improved customer experience and the overall health of any assets. Also, we want to empower customer service teams to get proactive instead of reactive and to own their cases from beginning to end. This would lead to better customer experience and happier agents. So here are some of the challenges that we've noticed that is plaguing customer service organizations. The team oftentimes lack a holistic view into the customer impacting issues and have little to no access to the real-time data that they need to understand the situation to provide customers with a faster or more insightful response or solution to their problems. They're also expected to do more with fewer people and resources. This leaves them in constantly reacting to things around them rather than proactively monitoring issues and communicating effectively with impacted customers. Customer service is an important driver to the overall customer experience and customer satisfaction. In an ideal world, observability and monitoring tools are going to catch everything. But the reality is that most companies are still finding out about customer impacting disruptions directly from their customers, about 51%. Without the perspective as customer as another key signal, incidents that are surfaced by customers first oftentimes leads to longer downtime and longer mean time to resolutions. The big picture idea is to remove the wall of communication and collaboration between the front-end customer service teams and the back-end engineering team, especially when there's a need for them to work together in real time to resolve customer impacting disruption, such as an outage or a bug. We want to empower customer service teams with the visibility that they need to solve customer impacting problems faster and to protect engineering resources from managing updates and communications that the customer service teams need. All of this is why we need to include customers as a major signal in incident response process and to give teams getting to those cases the right tools and the right access. One of the things we recognize is that there's a constant feedback loop in the development cycle that doesn't end when the code is checked and it's all green. The feedback is coming from both customers using the system and engineering building it. With all that is happening, it's easy for customer service teams to be overwhelmed by the amount of feedback that they receive and the channels that they have to collect them from, whether it's email thread, whether it's a ticket queue, whether it's social media. Collecting all of this and collating them so that nothing is lost or missed. So the benefit of organization to adopt a shared goal across different teams, pulling customer service into the larger initiative like DevOps transformation and making customer service a part of that will only increase the effectiveness of customer-focused teams. Making the day-to-day work of customer service teams better also improve the customer experience. Those customers immediately recognize a miserable customer service department when they hear one, and that is not a positive experience. Customer service teams need the same management attention any team does, especially since their roles contribute so much to the customer experience. In a nutshell, happy agents translate to happy customers. We want to empower customer service teams to reach out to other teams and to advocate for customers, creating new communication channels and opportunities. Customer service teams can serve as a gateway into the organization as they process information coming from the front from customers and also from the engineering team. They sit in the middle and really work to close the loop for everyone. Justin, I'll pass it over to you.
Awesome. So let's elaborate on those earlier slides that you went over. And based on hundreds of conversations that we've had with customers, we've found that oftentimes customer service teams are siloed off from back office technical teams like IT, dev, engineering. And with a lot of these collaboration problems exacerbated by the very systems that are supposed to help them. Now, while many back-end engineering teams have figured out that they could use PagerDuty as a real-time digital operations platform, customer service is unintentionally remains siloed off with a wall of different tools and systems standing in the way of getting the right help and information to the right teams to remediate a customer impacting disruption. Now, a typical process to escalate, let's say, that customer signal to the back office may look like the following. Customer service, whether they live in a system like Zendesk or Salesforce, they receive a ticket. Now, for them to bring it to the right team, they would have to context switch into maybe a chat ops tool like a Slack or Microsoft Teams to either shout it out in a Slack channel, or maybe ping specific people on whether or not the back office team is aware of this customer impacting problem. If it's not, that customer service agent might need to navigate to a separate wiki, or maybe it's a spreadsheet directory to show them who is the right team that is responsible for this service. And now, for tracking purposes, that customer service agent may then have to navigate into a different tool like a Jira ticketing system to log that ticket for a fix. And now, this entire time, that progress to resolution on that ticket is no longer visible to the customer service agent. And that customer service agent, in an attempt to gain the visibility and information that they need to be switching through multiple different tools like Zendesk or Salesforce, then back into that chat ops tool, maybe then into that Jira ticket. And now, when this sort of complicated and long and cumbersome escalation process happens, metrics on both sides are heavily impacted. Customer service, they might see a impacted CSAT score, slower response time, slower resolution times on their tickets. And incident response, they might see a slower mean time to acknowledge or mean time to resolve, and they might be constantly getting pinged by customer service while they should have their heads down focused on fixing the problem. Now, what our perspective on solving this problem is to use PagerDuty as a sort of central nervous system to the rest of the tech stack and to all the different teams. This way, communication and collaboration is streamlined and optimized for a business to run in real time through bidirectional collaboration and information flow. With an integrated tool stack, you can then drive efficiency and scale with a streamlined workflow that allows all teams to essentially work where they are, whether that be in that help desk ticketing system like Zendesk or Salesforce, or a chat ops tool like Slack or Teams. And now, whether those signals are coming from proactive monitoring and observability tools, or if they're coming directly from your customers, by leveraging PagerDuty and integrating it with the rest of your tech stack, we allow the mobilization of all teams through the tool of your user's choice. Now, to really drive this point home, the big picture idea here is we want to remove the walls of communication and collaboration between customer service organizations and back-end engineering teams when there is a real need to work in real time to resolve a customer impacting disruption, such as an outage or a bug. We want to empower customer service teams with the visibility and information that they need to solve customer problems faster, as well as protect engineering resources from managing updates and communications that customer service needs, all the while at the same time getting more real-time visibility into how the technology issue is impacting the front lines. And what we aim to do here is we want to break down those siloed walls between both organizations. Now let's zoom out a little bit and talk about the use cases for PagerDuty for customer service. And what we found is there are 3 foundational use cases that can be further built upon. The first one here, we have our 24/7 after hours use case. Now this can be thought of not only in providing 24/7 after hour support, but also for 24/7 SLA or support. Now with PagerDuty, most teams, from what we find, are staffed on a follow the sun on-duty model, which might not be the most efficient way to staff a 24/7 support org. Now, with PagerDuty for customer service, teams can set up a 24/7 after-hours support at a fraction of the cost of a fully staffed solution by putting agents on call. Now, larger enterprises with the resources to already staff a follow the sun model might find a need to reduce the number of breach SLAs as well as scale their subject matter expert support by 24 by 7. And what they found is that they can use this 24 by 7 alerting and notification function to staff subject matter experts with specific skill sets on an on-call rotation for 24 by 7 staffing. You can also set up business rules in your help desk ticketing system that, because it's integrated with PagerDuty, we can escalate urgent tickets, such as tickets that are about to breach SLAs, or maybe tickets from VIP customers that let's say they're a top 10 customer. Now, our next use case here with our stakeholders use case is that with PagerDuty, teams can start to understand the blast radius of a customer impacting issue and deliver the right notifications to both internal and external customers. With PagerDuty, you can keep key stakeholders. For an example, if there's customer success managers, account executives, or C-suite executives that are aligned to an account, you can keep them in the loop and up to date as the issue and incident approaches resolution. Now, finally, with full case ownership, keep in mind this is a very new concept, but with full case ownership, customer service teams can maintain ownership and visibility of the entire ticket lifecycle, even when communication and collaboration with back office teams is involved. Now, what this does is it reduces first response times and ticket resolution times by drastically reducing the amount of time it takes for customer service agents to research into back office issues and to get all the context that they need to communicate with their customers. Now I'm going to turn it over to you, Hadija, with some action items and resources that can help our customers learn more about this.
Thanks, Justin. So here are a few takeaways for you. Reach out to our team to learn more about PagerDuty for customer service. We have a lot of information to share. You can also visit our product page at pagerduty.com, where you'll find a link to our latest webinar as well as our latest blogs. Justin, anything else?
Well, if you'd like to have a conversation that's specific to your unique environment, I'm happy to hop on a meeting. Just be sure to request a conversation with Justin Shea when contacting your account rep.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.